Peter. Here is my report on the final exam. Culture shock generally scales through four stages: honeymoon, which usually start before leaving home and last for the service days to 6 months. Depressions, which last from January to June. Recovery and adjustment, which usually last from 6 to 12 months, and the pensions after living in the place for service years. And the second question, in the first honeymoon point, the honeymoon phase of culture shocks happens when you first arrive in Thailand. When you just get off the plane, you will immediately feel excited and curious about everything around you, because being in a new country with different breeds will make people feel refreshed, and the feeling may last for a while. It can be said that in the honeymoon period of culture shock, you are in the best stage and at your most grand times. You can't wait to experience what the new environment brings you when you start a new life. The second stage of settlement is when you find that everything in the new environment is beginning to be frustrating and animating. In the stage, if you can't understand new things, will talk to contact with different cultures, you will lose confidence in your independent living ability and belief, followed by a sense of loss that is hard to bear. At this time, you may feel lonely and lost in sermons and messages and write, and I can't get interested in everything around me and start to miss the comfortable life at home. The third adjustment period, after the point of time you stayed to get used to the new cultures and from a first habit. In most cases, you know what you are going to do, and you are not longer surprised by everything in the host countries. Your life is back to normal again, and things are back on track. You are starting to be able to solve and the problems of cultures conflict. The first adaptation, the last stage of culture shocks, is called adaptation stage. In this stage, you have reached the stage where you really feel good. Now you feel comfortable and you have adapted to the new cultures. Adaptation does not mean complete transformation. People don't tend to return transformations of their owners' cultures. For example, you attend and language. This stage is also often called the birthstone stage. Last question. When I was in Thailand, I felt that I was in the third stage, adjustment period. After a point of soaring support, if you slowly understand the new cultures, you start to appreciate everything you live in Thailand and start to feel comfortable about this environment. At this stage, I am used to Thai culture and will be to from a new way of life. The feel at home. When you go back to your hometown, you will miss every part of life in Thailand, whether it is teen times or a less way of life. At these times, I have employment and the new cultures and depend to the new cultures, so I can be better here I live. This is my introduced my report on the final exams. Thank you very much.